Swinging, Baker dropping bombs, truth bombs ringing. Willie hitting harder than a Hell's Gate submission. Savage wrestling parches, the ultimate collision. No scripts, no mercy, no corporate leash. Just three real ones preaching to the marks and the elite. Savage wrestling, USA. Moya, Baker, Willie, turn the volume to the max. From the top rope, truth comes crashing down. It's a fact. James Moya snarling, calling out the fraud. Aaron Baker roasting them, leaving bodies in the yard. Yeah. Billy Alexander with the hot tags and the heat. Three voices, one mission. Keep it brutal, keep it street. Indies to the main event. They cover every war. You want the realest talking wrestling. This is what you're looking for. Turnbuckles rattling, the crowd is going wild. Savage wrestling podcast, the undisputed kings of style. Savage wrestling, Moya, Baker, Willie, bring the pain and never stop. Suplex the fake news straight into the grave. Savage wrestling, louder than a table break, sharper than thumbtacks. Savage wrestling podcast, the undisputed main event and track. You can boo, you can cheer, you can try to run and hide, but the Savage Squad's coming with that unstoppable stride. 1, 2, 3. It's so great. James, Aaron, Willie, the future and the past. When the lights go out and the final bell is rung, you'll still hear us screaming through the smoke and broken tongues. Savage forever! Savage forever! Savage forever! Savage wrestling podcast! Never say never! Never say never.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, I know it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last thing that we did for the channel was the Raw on Netflix, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not sorry that we haven't posted anything since because Raw being overseas and it being at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., I'm fucking busy. I've got shit to do during the day. So anything that's happened in like the last couple of weeks, I don't give a shit about. I don't care because wrestling has officially killed all my enjoyment. So thanks WWE. I don't know what has happened to the products that I love, but I've went back and watched some older stuff and I find that stuff so much more enjoyable than what I'm currently getting. And what I'm currently getting is just slop. And if you're gonna ask, hey Aaron, have you watched Unreal yet? No, I haven't. Because from what I've seen, it's just gonna validate everything that I've thought internally about WWE, and it's just that they don't, quite frankly, know what the fuck they're doing anymore. I'm not excited for the Royal Rumble, and anybody that knows me knows that that's a big issue because I love the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble being live at 2 p.m. here in Ohio is not very Royal Rumble-y to me because you can't have watch parties because people work during the day. And quite frankly, I think WWE was just really focused on getting this Netflix show done and over with, and then they're going to focus on the Rumble. But also, the fact that the Saudis just a few weeks ago still didn't have the stadium built for this show kind of really irked me and just kind of had it here recently with wrestling. But yeah, we're gonna acknowledge the elephant in the room. Um, James texted me, what was it, Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday. Friday
Friday.
morning. Friday morning, and I had just gotten home from work, and he goes, "Hey, dude, just want to let you know my mom passed." And I was like, "Fuck." So rest easy to Mama Moyer. Um, I will go ahead and let you have the floor if you want to talk about it, or we could just move on. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. Um, it happened Friday morning, around 4 o'clock in the morning. I get woken up by my dad saying, I telling me to call 911 because we discovered my mom wasn't breathing. I went to check the body, check for pulse and everything, and she was gone. She died sleeping in her chair. So we don't know what really happened. We just think that maybe a blood clot got her. That's what I think. So yeah, I had a really rough 2 days so far. But she was always she always support me and Aaron for our shows and all that stuff. So she always never she never sees me as a failure. If she sees me fail, she always picks me up and keeps me going. When I first did this whole podcast thing, I kept failing and failing. She picked me up and she says, "Do you just when she goes find someone that can help you?" And that's when I asked Aaron to be my co-host. Aaron finally
And
did. Then
look at us now.
now we got Willie as our third co-host, and thank you, Willie, for your support. Um, we had all these cool fucking guests on the shows. Jonte joined the team. Now Josh joined the team, but he's part of the For the Boys podcast now. So yeah, we're booming. So gonna miss you, Mom.
Fuck, I don't know how we can move on from that, honestly. But
It just irks me that she was 56 years old. She was still young.
yeah. But I'll be honest, because Robin has told me that I have no empathy, and I've been trying to find so much empathy, and I do apologize, like if anything that I say comes off like the wrong way, because it's not how it's meant. Anything that I've sent you
No, you're fine,
during
man.
this time has been directly from the fucking heart, and sometimes how I word things and how I say things comes off as me being, quite frankly, an asshole.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
And there's Robin making an appearance. If you didn't hear her in the background, she said that I can be a total douchebag. So, so yeah, I'll tell you guys right now the shows that I've watched so far, like went back. I've went back and watched Royal Rumble 2001 because like 2001 is like my sweet spot. Like for wrestling, like there's like a few years that I can just go and watch. And 2001 is just one of those years. If you look at it from a wrestling business perspective, I mean WCW is only around till March 31st of '01, so and what's really brought this on is the fact that I've started listening to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard again because Bruce has been talking about like actual like classic shows. And he's also been like talking about like some of the um like recent stuff like with I think he talked about something about like Netflix and all that stuff. He was talking about how that's been kind of like a creative freedom for them, which when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm not really seeing it, but whatever. And I think what he meant is basically they could go on for as long as they want if they wanted to. They just don't. Because, oh no, I remember what it is. Because I sent it to you. I think it was the Degeneration X episode, and he was describing their current like booking philosophy, and he's like, less is more. I know what it was. He was talking about I think one of the Royal Rumbles. I think it was either 91 or 96. And he was talking about how he can't go back to some of the shows, the Attitude Era shows because it's so jam-packed full of like matches, and you kind of forget like everything that happened on the show except for like the main event. So now he was talking about how they go with the less is more approach. So yeah. Anyways,
Right. Oh fuck. Had to grab something.
but yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about Royal Rumble '01,
Yes.
and I was just like looking at all the talent in the matches and shit. Dude, this show opens up with the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian for the tag titles. It also has Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental title
Banger.
in a ladder match. Great match. And then it has Kurt Angle versus Triple H for the WWE title.
All right, match.
Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with that match. There was a lot of gaga because we needed to get to Austin Triple H 3 Stages of Hell at No Way Out.
I think it was that the same match that Kurt Angle knocked himself out?
Um, probably.
Because that's probably why that match was Gaga. Because Triple H talked about it. He goes, "Yeah, I didn't mean to drop him on his head. Well, it was an accident." And
Mm,
all he heard was Kurt Angle go, like he knocked himself out.
mm,
That's why,
that might have been.
yeah. So Triple H had to call the fucking match after that during that accident.
And
And
then,
just
of course, we all know who wins the Royal Rumble that year.
Stone
The
Cold,
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, the WWE library went to Netflix. Well, the pay-per-view library. Still no word on what they're gonna do with like the classic stuff because there's no WCW or ECW.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if they're gonna like let it on YouTube or go
I
on
think that's where
Netflix.
the classic stuff is just gonna end up with WCW and ECW
Hmm.
because we already have the WCW vault. Shout out to that YouTube channel. But also, if you want to do what I do and go the not so
Friendly
uh,
route.
friendly route, there's a website out there that has all of everything. I'm talking Raws, SmackDowns, Nitros, Thunders. I think they've got some ECW television on there too. But yeah, so you mentioned something that really kind of intrigued me and really kind of the reason why I wanted to do this
It's
podcast in the first
a
place.
it's a story about a midget and an Uncle David.
Yeah,
David versus
yeah.
Goliath.
I don't know what's going on between JD from
Okay.
NY
J-
and Uncle Dave, but I have a feeling it's got something to do with this Trey Miguel situation.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Mm,
If you guys,
figured.
if you guys are under a rock,
Yeah,
AEW
please
saw.
explain. Please,
Yeah.
please explain to me this whole Trey Miguel thing because I'm
Okay.
still
Yeah. Yeah.
confused.
Yeah. I got it. AEW started signing some wrestlers like Dorado,
The
I
ras
think,
the Rascals.
the Rascals, Jake Something, and Andre Retard. And I think that was it. Jake
Hmm.
something is his name is Jake Doyle. That is such a white boy fucking name. And Powerhouse Hobb is leaving, going to WWE. But
Okay,
here we
I've heard about that.
go. Okay, let's get through it. Go straight on. Well, I don't know what really happened because it happened back then. I guess they had to terminate Trey Miguel's contract right away. They had to fire him. They fired him because of like some kind of remarks back then. I guess he made some
Back
homophobic.
in 20 back in 2020, he called a troll gay.
It was worse than that. He called like a TV producer a fucking fag and all that
Mm,
stuff. He made some retarded, nasty, homophobic, anti-Semitic slurs towards someone. So they forced him. Then all of a sudden he's back in TNA. Just the next night.
hmm.
Well, JD made a post.
The video.
No, I'm looking at his tweet.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
I hopped off that shit. That shit was getting too toxic.
Damn it. Here we go. Let me video.
So I know he posted a video about something.
I didn't see no video.
Hold on. Hold on.
If you
One
could send it
second.
to me, I could probably pull it up. Yeah,
It's on
here's
his YouTube channel.
I'm
I
not
know that.
scrolling because he's fucking glazing something. I don't want to go through it. The fact,
No, this was posted. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
well, here's the first post that he pulled up that made about the Trey Miguel thing. And he goes, the fact that Trey Miguel was brought back to TNA on the second show of on their new AMC deal. For everyone, their first episode wasn't that bad. Calm down. Every wrestling's first episode is going to be bad. Calm the fuck down, people. After being fired from AEW after a week, shows you the WBD excuses that had Dirt Sheets run was complete and utter bullshit. Nobody there was screaming Trey Miguel, and if AMC doesn't give a shit, I doubt WBD did. You've been lied to. Then let's go back. Then Uncle Dave quote tweeted that. Oh, I don't know. There we go. Quote tweeted this. It actually confirms it, but you have to have a brain to understand that kind of stuff. Then let's go back. Then he quote tweets Dave again. That did Tony text you for a tweet to go out at 3 a.m.? Actually, it proves the opposite, Dave. If WBD made the call, explains why AMC, a competing cable partner, had no issues putting Trey Miguel back on TV immediately. Either WBD didn't care or AEW made the decision. If WBD forced this firing, AMC would have cared. They didn't. AEW did. Everyone else is just playing shield for Tony Khan again.
Okay. Well, yeah, he posted a video a day ago that it's titled TNA just exposed the fuck out of Tony Khan.
So think about it. If he did make those remarks, think about it. WWE wrestlers' accounts get hacked all the time. Look at it,
Yeah.
Matt Hart. Look at Matt
This
Hardy.
this smells awfully like the Jay Briscoe situation.
There you go, bingo. That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking sad that he didn't get to be on AEW television. And then his brother gets to be on AEW television immediately after he dies. Like, what the fuck?
Bingo.
I honestly think that Tony is I mean, listen, I agree with JD here, honestly,
Same here.
because if you think about it with AEW, doesn't the buck stop with Tony Khan? Like, the checks should say Tony Khan,
Mm-hmm.
CEO, AEW.
Yeah.
No, there you go. There's your answer on why Trey Miguel got fired, honestly. I
Let's
think
just
Tony's afraid of any kind of fucking backlash.
let's just think about it. We don't know if his account got hacked. Look at Matt Hardy's. Remember that whole shababble thing?
Oh
When
yeah.
his account got fucking hacked. Jeff Hardy fucked my wife and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like Dave just not only that, this just shows that Dave is under Dave Kahn's ball sack even more. It confirms it. I swear. I swear. It confirms it. But you need a brain to understand that stuff. Well, there you go. JD showed his brain on his knowledge of what he's thinking, what's going on.
Yeah, because I didn't even know that Trey Miguel was back in TNA. That's how, like,
Yeah, dude. Like the whole he got fired. Then I think they got signed like during the weekend or some shit. I think it was around that
the
time.
Rascals.
Yeah, the Rascals got signed during that weekend. I think the next day they fired him.
Yeah, because they aired a promo
Mm-hmm.
for the Rascals on Dynamite, and I was like, ooh,
Ooh.
okay, you have my attention now, Tony. And then this
Then
whole Trey Miguel thing starts happening. I was like, "Ah, of course,
then they fired
always something."
hashtag or quotations fired. They fired him. Then the next day he's on Impact.
Mm,
He pulled basically a Rick Rude.
damn, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just saw that and went, oh, fucking JD and Dave's going at it again. Oh shit, JD's right on this one.
Yeah, yeah, he is
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, you hit the nail on the Jay Briscoe thing. It reminded me of the whole Jay Briscoe thing when I read that whole thing.
Yeah, like Jay
Mm.
Briscoe did everything he could to apologize for what he said, and it just still wasn't good enough.
Coronet even brought it up, the whole Jay Briscoe thing.
Hmm.
I guess it was some kind of pride march or or I can't remember what it was. It was something happened and he called someone a fag or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah,
And he apologized because he kept claiming it to everyone. I'm not a homophobic, blah blah blah, and all that shit.
right.
But Wade, Jay, and what's his brother's name? Fuck,
Mark.
what's it? Mark. Okay, Jay and Mark. Well, the reason I'm not gonna be shitty on them. You guys do dress like the typical MAGA kind of people because they're rednecks from Delaware.
Yeah, yeah.
I I I I accepted Jay's
Still so
apology when he
crazy.
said it. God damn, dude. It was like, what happened? I understand you can't say shit like that on social media and all that, but I remember reading a thing on the Constitution called freedom of speech.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That
people, I'm not telling you to go on Twitter and just say
that
N word
First
this.
Amendment right is the tricky, tricky thing. Let me tell
I'm
you.
I'm not condoning people to go on Twitter right now and say, hey, N word this, suck this, nah, 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 nah. No, I'm not telling y'all to do that. Please don't. You know how many times I got called the N word on one of the fucking for the boys shows after it?
Listen,
Oh my
listen,
god.
listen, listen. This social media generation could not handle the old school Call of Duty lobbies.
Fuck
There's
them.
no way. There's no way. There's no way. You'd hear people being called fags and, well, what I'm doing your mom and the N-words flying. Fuck it. Let's not even start on the Black Ops, the emblems,
Oh
to
dear
create
god.
your own emblems. Oh my Lord.
That's why me and Aaron don't really delete our old school shit. Because if you find something that me and Aaron offends you, we're gonna say I don't regret it.
I don't give a fuck.
Usually, mine controversy is usually a take. Maybe I
Yeah, like the Kabuki Warriors.
swear to God, yeah, bring it up.
Well, I mean,
Swear to God.
listen,
God
listen,
damn.
listen. I thought at first James was just hating to hate, but boy, when they won the women's tag team championships, I said in the back of my mind, I was like, they ain't gonna do nothing with them titles. And of course, and John Tanai mentioned it on Raw recap, and I'm surprised nobody else was like
Well,
upset
well, that
or
guy, well, that,
offended.
well, that super fan that shitting on us, he blocked us. So,
Well, it's one thing for how did we word it? Oh, we were talking about Hiroshi Tanahashi's last match and how it would help with the Western audience when they're watching New Japan for like these big shows like a Wrestle Kingdom to have like English subtitles, right?
yes.
And then like the following day, we're watching. Oh no, no, it was like the week before the Kabuki Warriors are cutting a promo, and Jonte and I audibly said, "Well, I don't know what you just said in Japanese, but sure, whatever, go for it." The problem is that there is a disconnect with the Western audience and the Japanese audience.
I want before
It
you keep.
shouldn't it shouldn't with like live promos, yeah, I get it. It's gonna be a little hard to get like subtitles and shit, but like for like pre-tapes and backstage stuff, you can get subtitles.
Like the
And
whole, I want,
WWE's done it before.
yeah. I just want to know if they're doing like all their fucking foreigners, their heels. They don't have to speak the English because they hate the English, kind of thing.
Well, if
Maybe
that was the case, wouldn't you have
a
Gunther speaking
translator
German or something?
or like they could have a translator near them.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that WWE and like wrestling in general, they've forgotten like the importance of a manager.
It,
Like, look at Stokely Hathaway. I'm not scared of Stokely Hathaway. Like, are you kidding me?
Forgot about Stokely
I'm
Hathaway,
saying, like, name me like one manager today that is like on the level of like a Jim Cornette or
Paul Heyman,
Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan. I'll put Bobby in there. Bobby was a great manager.
Paul Ellering,
Paul Bearer.
Gary
It's
Hart.
it's like
You,
it's
there's
that
tons of them.
I think that's the problem is there's just not enough managers. Like there are some of these like I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these people down in NXT that I could easily see be a manager, but they're using them as in-ring talent.
Hmm.
Just saying.
No.
And I'm
I
not
think you're
throwing
right.
any names out there either because I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings, but like there's a couple down in NXT that I think could fit a manager gimmick pretty well if given the opportunity.
Hmm.
Which is kind of what I'm hoping they do. You know what? Fuck it, I'll just say it. Which is kind of what I'm hoping they do with Natty after this whole thing with her and Maxine is over. Like, I would absolutely love to see Natty Neidhart be a coach for Maxine Dupree. I think that would work. We've already seen it on television.
Right.
Why not just make it an on-screen thing? Make Natty actually mean something instead of bringing her out every once in a while to put someone over. Because I don't think that's fair. I mean, damn it, she's one of the last remaining Hart children that are still going. I mean, you still got, I think, Davy Boy Jr. I think he's still wrestling, but it's like sporadic now.
He wrestles once in an occasion or some shit now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. I'll even throw like Scarlett into that role with carrying with Killer Cross right now. Speaking of which, if you didn't know, well now you know, and have a couple of weeks to do so. Killer Cross is going to be in Dayton for Wrestling Revolver in like 2 weeks. So if you're in the Dayton, Ohio area and you love professional wrestling, go check out Wrestling Revolver.
As long as we're not under the snow. I'm gonna tell you this: we got fucking railed with a snowstorm.
Yeah, and I think it's still coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this all day. So far, I think we got 6 inches, and we're supposed to average 8 to 14.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Well, at least I've got like at least thanks to my schedule, I don't have to work until Wednesday. So,
I don't know about my workplace because I'm off till Tuesday.
mm, Well, right now I know that our county is under a level 2, and I know that's not going to matter to somebody that's listening to this like a week from now. But yeah,
Are you not in the Miami County?
yeah, we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my job is in Montgomery County, so even if I had to work, they actually just sent us a text before when we were going live. So I had to go back to the backstage because I had to go read their message. And again, it doesn't really affect me, but they did close our building down for the night. They didn't last night, which kind of pissed off a lot of people, but it is what it is.
It is. Yeah, yeah. I didn't.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I know what I could bring up. I know what I could
Yeah.
bring up. Have you been listening to Chris Van Vliet lately?
No, I haven't.
Well, he had a guest on, and I like this guest. Uh, when I say this name, let me know if it rings a bell. He had
Okay.
on this week, he had on Paul London.
No, Jesus fucking Christ.
I like him. He, dude, he made me laugh, but he was like, he said something that made so much sense. And he goes, we're all fucking marks, every last one of us, from the guys that put up the ring to the fans to the wrestlers, we're all fucking marks.
Hmm.
I forget who else he had on this week. I can't remember. But I know that I listened to the Paul London one and was like, this one was pretty good.
Only thing I know about Paul London is when he smiled during the whole Visa man killed himself thing.
Yeah, that got him fired.
Yeah.
Oh no, because he talked about that and he was like, well, because
Think
Chris was like, so what happened with that? Why did it get you smiling? And he goes, well, when a writer comes up to you and says Vince is going to be acting a little queer, a little peculiar, and you can't react, it's kind of hard because all you're thinking about is he's acting a little queer. Shit, I'd laugh too. Your boss is about to like fake kill himself.
Let's just say that didn't last long because after that, Chris Wall fucking went on a rampage.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened the same week.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Here, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say this, and if it's controversial, go ahead, send your hate messages to an X account that I'm no longer using. So, um,
Make sure your
here's my
grandma's
thoughts
okay.
on here is my thoughts on Chris Benoit. I respect his in-ring work. I don't respect what he did outside of the ring. Does that make sense? Like I can sit and watch a Chris Benoit match and go like, wow, he was fucking talented, really talented, and give him his flowers for wrestling because I'm a wrestling fan. So when I see good wrestling, like in Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio at Halloween Havoc 1997, I'm gonna give it its flowers. Now I mentioned Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho, Intercontinental title ladder match at Royal Rumble
Banger.
2001. Gonna be honest with you, I think that has been one of my favorite ladder matches that I've seen in probably the last couple of years. So good. So good. Uh, I mean, yeah, are there some bumps that Benoit takes in some of his matches that you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
very questionable bumps.
yeah, that dive in headbutt, every time I see him use it, it makes me wince, dude.
Hmm. Like Daniel Bryan, the way he does his diving head, but he don't aim for the head unlike Chris Benoit does.
hmm And like every time that he would come up after doing the diving headbutt and do that like little twitch thing, I'm like, dude, every time I see that, I'm just like,
Here's my take on him. I agree with Aaron, phenomenal wrestler. But what I read about him, he's a bully and an asshole outside of the ring. I do not like
yep.
him as a person,
As a
like a
human
human
being,
being.
he's a piece of shit. As a professional wrestler, I think he should have won the WCW World Title way before he did.
Yeah,
And the fact that he left after winning it, mad respect. I have mad respect for taking your ball and going somewhere where you know that you're going to be used.
it was the way WCW booking was when he won the title. He didn't like it.
No, it's because Kevin Sullivan was coming back as Booker.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
hmm
The guy
Yeah,
was
man, it's just so crazy that I keep looking at the calendar and I'm just looking forward to March 31st of 2026 so I can watch that simulcast because that dude, you don't understand how historic of a fucking moment that really is because it's never been done again. Never been done since. TNA and AEW never did it when they had their partnership during COVID. WWE and AAA aren't doing it because I mean they really can't. It's kind of a geographical difference between wherever the fuck they want to be in the United States and Mexico.
right.
I'm just saying, man, yeah, it's never happened since, and I don't think we'll ever see it again unless unless by a miracle Tony Khan just gets bored and says he wants out of the wrestling business, and then WWE snatches up AEW. It's the only way that I could see that being a possibility, and that possibility is less than 1%. Because genuinely, and I'm probably going to get shit on for this, genuinely, Tony Khan is doing what everybody else does in universe mode, and you're just mad that he has the money to do it. Just don't get me wrong. Some of Tony's ideas, they are kind of shitty, gonna be honest. Like some of the stuff that he approves, kind of shitty, kind of
Hmm.
shitty.
Hmm.
However, when he does pay-per-views, he books his pay-per-views like it's in universe mode. Tell me I'm wrong. I think Tony Khan has a passion for the wrestling business. I think that some of his ideas are not what we're looking for. Like it would be great. It would be great. And of course, I haven't watched Dynamite in a couple of weeks, so bear with me here. I need to just see some kind of like there's something in wrestling that is missing, and it's gone unnoticed until until I started listening to Jim Cornette and Brian again. I've kind of noticed that there's really no like storytelling. in wrestling anymore. There's like no, I feel like there's like no long-term plan, and they're just going from show to show to show and just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. Now, again, I haven't even watched Saturday night's main event, and I'm not going to because I'm not paying for Peacock just to see one show, just being honest. So, yeah, sorry I'm a little fucking negative Nancy on the business, but I'm just I'm not as excited as I should be for the road to WrestleMania, and I think I'm still pissed off at WWE for what they did last year. Because I'll be honest with you, last year around this time, I was super fucking excited for the Rumble. I was like, man, it's gonna be in Indianapolis. It's so close, I can touch it. Can't wait to watch. And this year, I'm just like, oh wow, the Royal Rumble's in fucking Saudi Arabia. Woo. Who's in the Rumble? I don't know. Who's gonna win it? I don't know. Because my original pick is in a title match now. So there's that.
Like I don't shit on Tony
Even
Khan.
even the stuff that Ethan Page has been doing in NXT has not been like satisfying. Like like Sean, can we like have him not fight 300 luchas? Like, come on now. And like I wasn't even excited to see Tony D'Angelo come back, but I'm interested in what they're doing with him. Do I
Uh,
think that he deserves the NXT championship? No. That I think they missed the ball on that one, if I'm being honest with you. They should have gave him the NXT championship when he had the family. Because right now, Tony D'Angelo without the family, I don't know. It's kind of a big old mystery. And I don't even think he's been able to cut a promo yet since he returned. As you were saying, I'm sorry.
like I don't mind Tony Khan booking. Really, I do agree with you on like the pay per view wise. It's like a universal mode, right? It's just he needs to listen. Like we'll just this is a long shot. You need to listen to Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette has a long history of booking. He knows the wrestling ideology 101. He just needs someone with him that knows the ins and outs on this is how you do this is how you do that. This is how you're going to book a promo. This is how you do this.
That's the problem though. Tony's the kind of guy that wants to do it himself and doesn't like outside
He,
help.
yes, that's why I always see Tony in his bedroom playing with the fucking action figures. He's like a little kid. I'm sorry, Tony.
Yeah.
I think you're a very nice, genuine person. I've been reading that you're the most nicest person on the planet, but you cannot be a nice person every day.
Yeah.
You need to step your foot down on these creatives that your wrestlers been giving you, because God knows, imagine look all that years we had to deal with Chris Jericho, the Death Riders. What else? He dropped the ball on Hangman. He could have just.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I had a thought and I just lost it. Hold on.
There were some Chris Jericho things I kind of liked, but it was watered
That's
down.
what it is. Sometimes, and I'm very guilty of this. And a prime example is the WCW show that I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Some ideas look great in the mind, but when finally put down on paper and you actually execute them, they don't look so great. Like, I forget where I fucking saw this, but oh, I think it was like Marina Shafir on like some podcast, and she was talking about how one of her ideas was like to legitimately shoot John Moxley.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, and she goes, well, the only problem with why we didn't do that is because Tony said no.
There you go, Tony. See, that's what Tony needs to do more.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Jonte,
Yeah.
but some of the Mercedes Monet. Good God.
I think
Did
he
you?
likes her in-ring ability, not so much her promos.
I just don't like her.
And
Period.
that I do respect because she is good in ring. I just don't like her in-ring promos.
I just don't like her personal.
Yeah, I feel it. I've slowly started coming around, just like he finally came around to Bret Hart. It shocked me,
Who?
Jonte.
Oh.
He told me he was like, man, I used to not understand the hype behind Bret Hart, and then he watched Bret Hart versus British Bulldog
Mm-hmm.
at Wembley, and he was like, dude, that is his best match, period.
Jesus Christ, Aaron, you finally got me to get through fucking Will Ospreay.
Dude, he's down. Listen, there are some people that if I'm just genuinely in awe of everything you do, like I'm just gonna be in your corner, like I was with Braxium. Like nobody else was like, oh man, you like Braxium, and look at him. I mean, they're on SmackDown now. I don't know if they've turned heel because the last thing I saw them do was they punched Johnny Wrestling. Don't know how I'm gonna feel about that if they are turning heel.
Here, guys. Like, I hate to explain this. Like, the whole Will Ospreay thing, I don't mind him doing his flippy shit and all that stuff. Like, everybody thinks I hate the flippy shit. I don't, but Aaron knows I point the shit out. I could tell it's so fucking rehearsed. You could tell it's rehearsed.
That was another thing that Paul London said. He was like, "Why do I want to watch a thing that looks so fucking choreographed and
That's it. Choreographed.
so perfect?" Like he said, wrestling's not perfect.
So, yes, you're gonna make mistakes on like a moonsault. Everyone can overshoot a fucking moonsault. I saw Tiffany Stratton overshoot this fucking moonsault. I laughed.
Everybody can do a shooting star press. Not very well, Billy.
Billy Kidman.
No, so apparently Paul London got in trouble for doing the shooting star press shortly after Billy Kidman got released. And Paul London, this is where he kind of made me laugh. And he goes, no, Chris goes, well, was like Billy Kidman mad that you were using it? And he goes, no, Billy Kidman would always tell me that he had one of the worst shooting star presses. He was like, sometimes my legs kick back up there and I don't know where I'm going.
That's why I always recommend to Billy Kidman if he rewind. I could have told him just do a fucking. Well, you can't do a 450 because of Hoovatoot. I said, for fuck's sakes, do. Oh shit! What move could he do?
He could have done the
Goddamn.
swan time before it was cool. I
Yeah, then.
think he would have been able to do that because
But yeah,
Hardy wasn't doing that in 97,
yeah, I
98.
know. I know. Yeah, he could have done that. He could. Well, he couldn't do the fucking flip over leg drop because Booker T used that as his finish somewhat. The Harlem
Hmm.
Hangover.
The Harlem Hangover is so good.
God, for him being that fucking tall, he could perfectly execute that goddamn move.
Hmm. I
That,
mean, today probably not, but like Booker T in '97,
goddamn.
top five in the Monday Night Wars for me, buddy.
But back to my thing, like everybody thinks I hate the hardcore shit they do. I don't mind it. I told Aaron this. I said I don't mind them doing a little blood here and there. It was just that whole swerving hangman thing with a syringe. I kind of it made me cringe. And the
My
whole and the whole thing with Moxley and Allen with the fucking fingernail thing. No, no, thank you. I can't do that shit.
my thing is there's a line. Everybody has a line, right, of stuff that makes them squeamish or nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think where the line was crossed with me was um it was Swerve versus Hangman, and I can't remember who was drinking whose blood, but I was like, oh
Hangman
my
was.
God. I was
Hangman
like,
was because he
dude,
grabbed
what the
Swerve's head.
fuck?
He was kind of squeezing Swerve's head and he was drinking it. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god.
kind of where my line is drawn, is where we're like drinking other people's blood,
Good
because like blood
good
already makes me
good
squeamish.
match. It was a good match. It was just a lot of crew, a lot of cringe in that match. Like the whole flippy shit. I don't mind it. I really don't. I could tell everything's so choreographed it and all that. And not only that, when you do so many, like, let's just say finishers and they kick out, that's the same thing with WWE. I'm tired of like, oh, you hit him with the finish. 1, 2, kick out. There's so many kickouts. And I'm not just shitting on AEW, I'm also shitting on WWE.
WWE is the worst at it.
Yeah, but
It's every match now. It's every single match of where someone hits their, like Rhea Ripley will hit the Riptide and it'll be 1, 2, oh, she
I
kicked out at
let's just say if she
2.999.
like the whole let's just say this. Only way if someone needs a kick out, let's just say she gets Nia Jax, if she hits her riptide, but not good. I can understand her kicking out. But her
Yeah,
hitting the riptide on like let's just say
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Zane and she fucking kicks out. She's she weighs like 85 cents soaking wet.
Yeah, 85 cents. Let's go with 85 pounds. How about that?
Yeah.
I know that she's a very tiny gal, but damn, 85 cents is
I can't say she weighed a buck
fuck.
oh five.
Well, I mean, who knows?
She has to weigh like 90 some pounds.
Probably.
It uh, only way for that shit for like so like a kick out like Ray Orton versus who's a big guy in wrestling? Bronson Reed. Well, fuck who actually no one should ever kick out to an RKO. Let's just change something else. Um no, well, curb stomp's ruined because I there's so many kickouts in that. Well, hold up. People are gonna say, well, Undertaker Shawn Michaels has so many kickouts. There was a fucking story to that match.
Yeah, if there's a story behind it, like you're doing with, for example, career versus streak, right? There's a story behind it. Undertaker's streak versus Shawn Michaels' career. One man's gonna have to lose.
And they'll kick out of anything to keep going.
Yep.
Jesus
And
Christ.
like I could understand it with like title matches, like if there's like a white hot baby face and he's
Yeah, yeah, he
like
kicks out.
like a Daniel Bryan, for example. Um, that's the first name that comes to mind because I was just so into wrestling in that era. Daniel Bryan's a white hot baby face, right? And I can't even remember that match because it's been so long ago. But like if there was like multiple kickouts, I would understand. But like just doing it just to do it, it kind of loses its like, "Oh, wow, holy shit, I can't believe he kicked out" kind of factor.
Like Daniel Bryan kicking out so much during that triple threat match because his odds was against him because technically it was a handicap match because he's
Yep.
against two Evolution members. There's a reason why he kicked out of an RKO, a Batista bomb, because he's the most over person in that year, and we wanted him to win. Simple as that. Same thing with him and Triple H at the beginning of that night. He kicked out so many pedigrees because he wants that fucking title match so fucking bad. There's a story behind it
Hmm.
because he's the underdog. Like same. Well, they're trying to make it seem as an underdog now. What's your thoughts on Drew McIntyre winning the title?
Mm,
A little too late.
very late. If I was if I was in the booking chair, I would have had Drew McIntyre either be world champion or WWE champion or something that is worth a fuck immediately after him and Punk.
Well, yeah, they
Because
could.
we wanted it and wanted it and wanted it and wanted it and wanted it, and when we finally got it, it's on a random ass SmackDown in a three stages of hell match. Which, by the way, I don't think anybody else has noticed, but WWE here lately on SmackDown has been heavily relying on these uh gimmick matches, stipulation matches, if you will. But nobody says anything when WWE does it. But when AEW goes, oh man, we're gonna have a title Tuesday. Everybody's like, title Tuesday, just to try to pop a rating. Way to go, Tony Khan.
Well, he never. Well, never mind. Usually his title Tuesdays are fucking Ring of Honor belts.
Well, yeah.
I'm not trying to shit on your opinion. It's mostly the mid card or the fucking ROH belts.
Well,
He,
I'm just saying, you know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean. Like the fucking,
I know
just
what
the
you were saying.
stipulations and shit. Oh, for example, Blood and Guts. Is that better? Is that a
Yeah,
better
yeah, yeah,
example?
yeah,
Blood and
yeah, yeah,
Guts.
yeah.
I mean, that is more recent now I think about it. Ooh. All right. Do we have anything else that we need to hit on? Because I don't think I've got anything else.
My my thoughts on Saturday main event. It was all right, man. It was an all right show.
What was
My
on
girl
it?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I know the Fatal Four Way, and I heard that Shinsuke and AJ was on it. Was that good?
Yeah, it was a banger.
I need
The
to check
Fatal
that one
Four
out.
Way. The Fatal Four Way was all right. The fucking Fatu and Cody Rhodes. I don't think that was a match. They just fought all over the fucking place. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw that Drew McIntyre put Cody through a table.
it was an awesome brawl. Rhea and um, Io beat Raquel and Liv.
Liv.
I'm starting to like Raquel.
I just don't understand what the fuck they're doing with the Judgment Day.
Well, the one Raw, I did enjoy Finn and Punk.
Yeah, I heard that that was a banger.
That was a good match. And I did like the promo that he said to Finn. He goes, "All I see is you sitting in the back playing video games and shining Liv Morgan's shoes. Well, that's the Finn
Hmm.
Balor I know."
Right.
And Finn Balor brought his old theme song. Yay. I'm actually happy about that. Same thing with God. What else? The Fatal 4-Way was okay. I didn't like who won it. I'm sorry, Sami Zayn fans. I kind of wanted Orton to win it. Don't know why Damian Priest was in that
Did
match. That
did
was
Trick
random.
did Trick have a good showing?
Yeah. He did
Good,
all right. He did all right in that match. There was some timing issues on there, but he's getting it.
good. Well, you got to give him like at least like a couple. I usually with these NXT call-ups, I give it at least like a month, and then if like
I thought
you
he
can usually tell how the company feels about you after a month.
I thought he did all right.
Good, good, good.
Like it's weird without Booker T going, uh-huh. I like it. That's like the weirdest
Yeah,
thing I just didn't like.
yeah, he really needs that. Like that that goes to show, like if you're not using, well, I know Booker's on like NXT and shit, and I don't know if Booker wants to like travel, but dude, if Booker wanted to fucking be a manager, let him be a manager for Trick.
Like the crowd was yelling whoop that trick and all that shit. So the crowd was behind him. Sami
Good.
Zayn, he reason he had a lot of pop because it was in Montreal.
Dude,
Um,
can we just stop with the every time Sami Zayn's in Montreal, he's got to win.
right, yeah. Damian Priest, don't know why he was in that match. That was random. I even looked at data. Data said, when did he fucking earn a match?
After he beat Aleister Black.
um, well, the call ups like Jordan Grace, she's feuding Jade for the belt probably, even though Jade hasn't defended once. I told you it was a bad fucking idea to put a belt on her.
Dude,
Um,
dude. I said it when I saw the stat that she has not done anything with the belt
yes,
since she won it. Oh my Lord.
she
I need her to
has.
lose it.
Hopefully, Jordan Grace beats her. Like I'm because you like Jordan Grace. I love her. I do. Goddamn, I'm not a fucking freak like you some of y'all fucks. I just like her because she's a really good wrestler and she's very pretty as a bodybuilder. That's a
Right.
rare. God damn, y'all think China was hot. I thought she was ugly.
Yeah, I don't get the China glaze, honestly.
Yeah, she was a big girl. Yeah, but she was not good in the ring. She was
Right.
not good on the promo. She was just better off as a manager for DX. That's the only thing she
Hmm.
was good at is being a fucking manager.
Hmm.
Who else was another call up? Was that just Trick and Jordan? I know. Oh,
I know that,
no.
oh, Javon's on Raw, I know
Yeah,
that.
Javon. Yeah, Javon did really well on Raw.
Well, I heard that he got hurt.
Oh no, I did not hear that.
I thought that he was in a match this week and he had like gotten injured
Oh
or
no.
something like that. Yeah, that's the one thing that worries me about Javon, man. He has been a little injury prone, but it's also based on the fucking offense that he does. Cause like I don't know how many times I said on the show, Javon just be doing shit.
That's why he's bounty.
I need Javon to. I just need a Javon shirt that says I just be doing shit.
The one call up I am ready for is Omafemi.
Yes, I think everybody's ready for that.
I think he's going to debut at the Rumble for a call up.
Mm,
Has he? Has he did a
mm,
Royal Rumble? No, I don't think he has. Hasn't he?
mm. Was he not in the last one? I thought he was in the last one.
I thought he was in the last one. Maybe he was. He'll show
Hold
up in the
on.
Royal Rumble. I think he's gonna. Actually, fuck it. Debut him the Raw after Royal Rumble.
No, I got it. I got this. I got this.
All,
This is how you
all the
make Obafemi a fucking star for the first time ever. I think you have Obafemi debut in the Royal Rumble and he wins the fucking thing.
Ooh, that's a long shot.
Well, in my honest opinion, you can't debut um you cannot debut Obafemi and have him like get eliminated. Because to me, honestly, brother, that doesn't work. It makes him look a little weak. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking here.
Maybe I did. Maybe we did see him
No,
in.
he didn't. He was not.
Oh,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah, there were no NXT stars in this past Royal Rumble.
Wow.
Yep.
So we might see maybe Ethan Page show up to a Rumble.
Now
Uh,
that would be nice.
uh Omafemi debuts.
Well, technically, he already debuted
Who?
Obafemi.
When?
Didn't he face Cody Rhodes?
Oh fuck! I man, fuck. That was he was still in NXT.
Well, still, I still count that as like a main roster like debut because like everybody has already seen him face Cody Rhodes.
Till that son of a bitch Drew.
Semantics, semantics, semantics.
Till that son of a bitch Drew McIntyre ruined the damn match.
Oh
Also,
no, that's Drew McIntyre. That's Drew
that's
McIntyre. That son of a
a
bitch.
bitch. He
Yeah,
needs. He
that's
just.
what we're, dude, that is what we're missing from, that is another thing that I've heard Jim and Brian complain about is the announcers. Dude, we need somebody that like actually gives a damn.
I'm not shitting on Mike Cole, but they need to figure out about Wade Barrett. Like at least Michael Cole shows emotions each match. Well, tries to. But that fucking Wade Barrett guy, fucking Christ.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I miss Pat McAfee.
Oh, here we go.
I miss Pat McAfee. He just brought an energy to the show that is currently missing.
We should
Tell
get
me I'm
him back.
wrong.
We should get him back, should we?
Uh, hopefully after the NFL season's done. Hopefully.
Then we'll have him for the whole spring and summer.
Well, yeah.
I,
Kind of
I
when you need him because he's gonna be busy in the fall.
I do not like that Joe Tessitore guy. He just reminds me of Me
I
Gene a little
think, dude,
bit. Who?
honestly, Joe Test, Joe Test is way better at calling college football than he is wrestling.
Right, right.
I uh, I forget what game it was that he was calling, and I was like, oh my God, Joe Test.
Was it the Navy Cincinnati game?
No, I forget which one it was.
I know it was a
Honestly,
college
I know it
football.
was an ESPN one.
I know it was a college football he called.
I
Was
don't
it?
think he called
Oh,
Georgia Bama. I don't know, but there was one college football game that he called, and I was like, yeah, this is what you need to be doing.
It was a playoff game. It was a playoff game.
Oh,
I
by the way, shout out to Indiana. Shout
hmm,
out to Indiana. I'm gonna be honest with you. Game day, I was doubting them all day game day because like I like the U, I like the Hurricanes. I just don't like Michael Irving.
coked out of his mind, whipping a fucking trash can. That's right. Oh.
Class, little class. Yeah, yeah. I don't like. I like Miami as like a team. Just don't like Michael Irving. But like all game day, I was like, man, I don't think Indiana's gonna get it done. And then Jonte was like, dude, Miami has Carson Beck as a quarterback. Did you forget about that? And I was like,
But he
oh
plays so
shit.
good.
He played so good until that last play. Threw it in double coverage. I don't know what the fuck he was seeing.
Oh no, Michael Irvin's cocaine in his ass.
I don't know. I don't know, but Miami had every opportunity because I watched that game start to finish, just like I'm gonna probably put on the playoffs.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take a controversial take.
Patriots, Seattle Super Bowl, baby.
Well, that too. But this is the only time Indiana will be in the playoffs and win a champion.
Yep.
Because
Hmm.
Kurt Sagetti is gonna lose all of his players.
Yep.
Half of it. Yep, he's gonna lose for Mendoza. He's gonna lose a lot on the defense. He has to rebuild again. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not.
he's kind of the sole reason why James Madison is Division One now.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm not shitting on Indiana and all that. I was like, guys, you're hyping up for like 2 years. He had all those players.
Hmm.
Now it's the time that they're going to declare for the draft.
Yep.
And they lost his Mendoza's brother in the transfer portal.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
All right, brother, you ready to end this little shindig?
Also, breaking news: Arthur Smith is now the offensive coordinator for the fucking Ohio State Buckeyes. Fuck me.
I didn't want to talk about that.
God damn.
Damn.
Mike McCarthy is the new head coach for the Steelers. I'm so sorry, Steeler Nation.
Yeah. Funny thing, after the playoff game that the Steelers had, Jonte, who has always been a Steelers fan, has stopped being a Steelers fan now.
Y'all shit that you want Mike Tomlin gone. He gave his resignation. Now you got Mike McCarthy. Now you feel bad.
Yep. Dude, if Mike fucking Tomlin becomes the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns, I'm gonna scream.
I
No, I think he should go to Buffalo, honestly.
don't know if he wants to coach this year.
Shit, let him come coach in college or something.
Hmm.
I think he'd have a lot of fun.
With all them young kids and all that. Oh, yeah. You don't have to deal with whiny. Well, he dealt with whiny Antonio Brown. He dealt with whiny Juju.
And whiny DK.
And whiny Heinz Ward.
Oh, and who's that one guy that's a receiver now in Dallas?
Oh, George
George
Pickens.
Pickens. Yeah.
That motherfucker
Once
wanted to fight.
once they lost him, I was like, ooh, the Steelers offense is cooked.
I don't think George Pickens wasn't a whiner. He just wanted to beat the shit out of you. He just wanted to swing.
Mm.
Every time you double coverage him, he just wants to like, motherfucker. He starts
Right.
grabbing his helmet, starts swinging at people. All right, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, brother.
Seven! wrestling, wrestling. Warrior Baker Willie, bring the pain and never stop. Suplex a fake news straight into the grave. Wrestling.